10 Facts About North Korea. 1. North Korea's Kijong-dong, Peace Village. Welcome to the Peace Village, or as some call it, Propaganda Village. Kijong-dong is a village situated in the Korean Demilitarized Zone, or better known as the DMZ. Built in the 1950s, it was intended to promote the idea that North Korea is a prosperous and ideal place to live. The buildings are mostly empty shells without interiors, and no one actually lives there. The lights are operated on timers to give the illusion of activity. This village stands as a stark representation of North Korea's propaganda efforts. 2. The Arirang Mass Games. Imagine a spectacle with 100,000 performers, all moving in perfect unison. This is the Arirang Mass Games, a grand display of gymnastics, dance, and propaganda. Held in the Rungrado 1st of May Stadium, the world's largest stadium by capacity, these games are a unique blend of athleticism and political messaging. Performers, many of whom are children, train for months under rigorous conditions. The event not only showcases the regime's control over its people, but also serves as a massive propaganda tool, promoting the achievements of the North Korean state and the Kim dynasty. 3. Pyongyang Metro System. Descending over 110 meters underground, the Pyongyang Metro is one of the deepest subway systems in the world, but it's not just the depth that makes it extraordinary. Built during the Cold War era, the metro doubles as a potential bomb shelter. The stations are adorned with grandiose murals, mosaics, and sculptures depicting North Korea's revolutionary history and leaders. Each station is named after themes of revolution and patriotism, such as glory and victory. Interestingly, for many years, there were doubts about the metro's extent, with some believing that it only had a few operational stations used primarily for propaganda tours. However, recent reports confirm its broader functionality for Pyongyang's residents. 4. The Ryugyong Hotel. The Ryugyong Hotel, often dubbed the Hotel of Doom, is a 105-story pyramid-shaped skyscraper in Pyongyang. Construction began in 1987, aiming to showcase North Korea's prowess. However, due to economic difficulties, construction was halted in 1992, leaving the building as a hollow shell for many years. Despite attempts to resume construction and finish the exterior, the interior remains incomplete. The hotel has become a symbol of the country's economic struggles and the grandiose yet unrealized ambitions of its government. Its eerie silhouette dominates Pyongyang's skyline, a constant reminder of what could have been. 5. North Korea's own time zone. In 2015, North Korea created its own time zone, Pyongyang time, setting the clocks back by 30 minutes to GMT 8:30. This move was part of an effort to distinguish itself from South Korea and Japan, both of which are in the GMT+9 time zone. The change was made to mark the 70th anniversary of Korea's liberation from Japanese rule. However, in 2018, as a gesture of goodwill towards improving relations with South Korea, North Korea reverted to the same time zone as the South. This unusual practice of changing time zones highlights the regime's desire for symbolic independence and its capacity for abrupt policy changes. The initial switch to Pyongyang time was a reflection of North Korea's isolationist policies, emphasizing its distinct identity. The reversion to the same time zone as South Korea was a rare instance of cooperation, illustrating how geopolitical dynamics can influence even the minutest details like timekeeping. Such moves show how North Korea uses every opportunity to make statements on the global stage. 6. North Korea's Pleasure Squad. One of the more secretive aspects of North Korea is the existence of the Pleasure Squad, or Gipyeomjo. This group consists of young women selected to provide entertainment and companionship to the country's elite, including high-ranking officials and the Kim family. These women undergo rigorous training in singing, dancing, and other entertainment skills. The existence of the Pleasure Squad is a stark contrast to the austere public image North Korea projects. Defectors have revealed that this tradition started under Kim Il-sung and continues to this day, although details remain sparse due to the secretive nature of the regime. 7. North Korea's nuclear city Yongbyon is a name that often comes up in discussions about North Korea's nuclear capabilities. This city is home to North Korea's main nuclear scientific research center, which includes reactors, laboratories, and uranium enrichment facilities. Since the 1960s, Yongbyon has been the focal point of North Korea's nuclear ambitions. It was here that the regime developed its first nuclear weapons, leading to a series of international sanctions and diplomatic confrontations. Despite numerous agreements and negotiations to dismantle its nuclear facilities, Yongbyon remains a critical and active site in North Korea's nuclear arsenal. 8. The Mansudae Art Studio. Art and propaganda merge seamlessly at the Mansudae Art Studio, one of the largest art production centers in the world. Located in Pyongyang, this facility employs thousands of artists who create everything from statues and portraits to propaganda posters and murals. Notably, Mansudae artists have been commissioned to produce artworks for several African countries, often as part of North Korea's international outreach and diplomacy efforts. The studio is renowned for its grandiose sculptures of North Korea's leaders and revolutionary scenes, which are prominently displayed across the country. 9. The DMZ Peace Village Hoax. The Korean Demilitarized Zone, DMZ, is one of the most heavily fortified borders in the world. Within this tense area lies Kijong-dong, also known as the Peace Village. North Korea presents it as a model village showcasing the country's prosperity. However, it is widely believed to be an elaborate hoax. The buildings are largely empty shells with no inhabitants, designed to project an image of wealth and happiness to South Korean observers. At night, lights in the buildings turn on and off on a timer, furthering the illusion of occupancy. This village is a striking example of North Korea's use of deception to influence perceptions. 10. The Juche Ideology. Central to understanding North Korea is its guiding philosophy, Juche. Introduced by Kim Il-sung in the 1950s, Juche emphasizes self-reliance and independence in all aspects of national life. This ideology has shaped North Korea's policies, from its isolationist stance to its economic strategies. Juche is not just a political doctrine, but a pervasive aspect of North Korean identity, influencing education, culture, and daily life. The regime promotes Juche as a way to foster national pride and justify its autarkic policies, even as the country faces significant economic challenges and international isolation.